All right. So guys, let's begin. Now today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the next concept, which is your checked exception. Okay, compile time exception. Runtime exception is not fully over. I've just covered there what we have covered: array index out of bounds exception. Then we have covered null pointer exception. Then we have covered arithmetic exception. Correct. Now there are some more exceptions, which is something we need to cover, like number format exception, which is not covered. So there are few more categories that is remaining. So let's go in sequence. Let's not directly change to checked exception. Change of plan. Let's look at number format exception. Write down the heading, guys, all of you. Number format exception. Fine. We'll try to see what is this number format exception. Fine. What do you mean by this number format exception? Okay. Now, are you all aware of data types and typecasting? Data types and typecasting. Huh? Yes or no? What is typecasting? Converting a particular data type into required data type. I've also given you an assignment of unary operators. Did you all cover that? Understandable now? Okay. Now this number format exception, what is it? Before that, let me give you simple uh, some discussions we need to do it. If I want to convert int to long, can I do this? Yes. How will you do this? Typecasting. I want to convert byte to int. Can I do this? I want to convert this byte to int. Can I do this? Yes. I want to convert long to int. Can I do this? Yes. Downcasting. But now I want to convert string value to integer. Can I do this? Huh? No. Correct? Yes or no? I have a string value. I want to convert that to integer. Can I do that? With data type casting, can I convert a string value to integer? No, sir. Typecasting is a concept where we are converting a particular data type like int, float, double to the required data type like long or byte or short or whatever you want. We have never discussed so far in any of my lectures how do you convert a string value to integer. I've never discussed in my earlier lecture how do you convert a string value to float. How do you convert a string value to double? How do you convert a string value to long? Right? We have never discussed about it. Fine. So before I talk about number format exception, firstly, you people should know how to convert a string value to a particular required, okay, data type. How do I convert string to integer? How do I convert string to float? How do I do this? In order to perform these things, you should have knowledge of wrapper classes. Okay, you should have knowledge of what? Wrapper classes. So let's see this here, Java wrapper classes. Now I'm not going to cover wrapper classes in depth manner right now. Separate series of lecture I have for wrapper classes. But just understand what is a wrapper class. For every data type, there is a wrapper class. For int, there is integer. For char, there is a class called as character. Double, there is a wrapper class. Boolean, there is a wrapper class. Byte, there is a wrapper class. Short, long, float, there are wrapper classes. Now, what is the advantage of this wrapper classes? When I say class has so many methods, utility methods present in it. Now, these methods can help me to manipulate the data. Correct? That's the advantage of a class. When I'm developing a class, within that, so many methods I will develop. And these methods will provide so many logics to me using which I can manipulate the data easily. Correct? So if I now here, for example, let's go here, open this up, and let's now delete this whole part. Observe. So I have a wrapper class called as integer. Now what is the advantage of using this wrapper class? This wrapper class, when I press on dot, it gives me so many built-in methods, so many built-in variables. If I use this max, see what it does? If I use this max, what it does now? So press Control 1 and assign statement to local variable, max val. It will tell you maximum value I can store inside this integer. The maximum value I can store inside an int. What is the maximum value? Correct? So here I have some predefined variables and methods within this class. Using this predefined variables and methods, I can do the manipulations very easily. If I want a minimum value, so I will just use a wrapper class byte. It has a method called as, it has got a variable called as min value. Okay, which is a static and a final method. This min value, I'll take it into this variable. If I now print min val, what is min val it is going to print? Can you tell me? What is it going to print? Minus 128. That is the minimum value. Is this clear, everyone? Yes. So when I store the data using a wrapper class, I can manipulate that data content easily. Example, let's see this here. I will cover wrapper classes in a proper way later, but see here, integer, integer, x is equal to 100. X is equal to what? 100. Fine. Now, I will just here write x dot long value. You see that? I'm not doing any typecasting, nothing. Okay, this is an integer value. If I use x dot long, this value will convert it to long value. X dot long value. Now this long value method will convert that to, okay, a long val, which means I'm able to convert an integer value to long value not by data type casting, but by using one of the utility method present in integer class. This integer class has a utility method called as long value. Now what this long value does, whatever the integer value is present in x, I can now convert that to long value because x is here a wrapper class. But if I use it int, see, I do not get this utility method. Got it? But if I store that as a wrapper class, this integer class has so many built-in methods. Using those built-in methods, I can perform data manipulations easily. Did you understand now? Right? So we'll talk about wrapper classes further in detailed manner. But one simple thing to keep it in mind, for every data type, there is a wrapper class. If the content is stored in wrapper class, on that content, I can introduce lot of methods and I can do data manipulation easily. Like simple example, if I write int x is equal to 100, if I have to convert that to long, I have to use typecasting. But if I store integer x is equal to 100, that integer class has a long value. So x dot long value, when I call that, it will just convert that into a long value. I have lot of utility methods present in it. We'll talk about these utility methods later. But what is now required for our example is now I have a string. Now I have to convert this string to integer. So I have a wrapper class integer and this is one of the utility method called as parse int. Got it? Now this method comes from integer class. You see that? Parse int is a static method. That is why I'm accessing with a class name. I'm opening up a built-in method which is not developed by me. And if you look at here, it is coming from, right? If you observe the integer, let me scroll up. Let's see here which class I am in. I'm in integer class. Got it? Now I'm not developed this now. Fine. This integer class has a utility method parse int. This utility method helps me convert a string value to integer value like this. And now see, the conversion from string to int is completed. Is this clear, everyone? Yeah. Same way, if you now tell me, sir, I want to now convert, okay, this string value to double value. So I'm going to write here now string x is equal to 10.3. Okay. Now, if I try to convert this to, let me call that as val int. Okay. Now, if I try to now run this particular program, is this going to work? No. Let me put this here. So 10.3, can I convert that to integer? Let me convert this to x1. This one x2. Okay. See this now. I'm trying to convert 100.3. It gives me number format exception. Can you see that here now? Because such values cannot be converted to integer. Any value in double quotes. If it is an integer value, then only I can convert. If I have alphanumeric value, number plus characters, it will give me number format exception. Can you see that? At which line? Number 11. Everybody clear with this? Yes. So how do I then, if I have 100.3, then how do I convert that, okay, to a decimal value? So instead of integer, we can write a float dot parse float. Fine. And this will give me a floating value. Fine. I'll call that as float. Take this here, paste it. So what is stored in double quotes? Based on that, we will take a call here how to convert this particular value. I hope this part is clear, everyone. Let's try to run this. Run as Java application. What happened? Everybody got it now? Let's say I want to convert this value to double. How do I do that? X3. Instead of this one, you will write here double. And this will become parse. Parse what? Double. And here, this will become what? Double. And change this to val double. Let's take this val double, paste this here. Now right click, run as Java application. Observe. Did you understand now? Sir, I want to convert this particular 100 into long. So these are all conversions happening from string to a required data type, which we never saw earlier. Okay. Now see, this is x4. Correct? We'll write here x4. Let's change this to val long. And now instead of integer, I will use here long. Instead of parse int, I will use here long. And change this to long. Use val long. Paste this here. Did you understand now? One of the utility method in the wrapper class that we are seeing is parser method. What this parser method does? This parser method is capable of converting a string to the required data type. But during conversion, there are certain restrictions. If you want to convert a string to a number, then in double quotes, there has to be only a number. See here, within double quotes, because there is a number, this is working. Moment I add some characters with number, it will crash at line number 7. You see that this is not working. So this is where your exception comes in picture. Did you understand now? Number format exception. When an invalid conversion from a string to a number you are doing it, we will get number format exception. Did you all understand this now? So what are we doing here now? We are converting the string value to a particular data type. And to do that, I'm using wrapper class. Sir, we don't know wrapper classes in detailed manner. Yes, I've not covered that. That's not the agenda of today's class. Only one method in the wrapper class we need to focus on right now is the parser methods. Like parse int, parse float, parse double, parse long, parse byte, etc. These parser methods are capable of converting string value to number. But can I convert all string values to number? No. For example, this is float. Okay, this value I'm trying to convert to float. If I now do this, see that, what do I get? Did you understand? You cannot do that. Okay, there has to be a valid number within double quotes. Only then I can convert that to the required data type. Is this point clear? Online, offline students, are you all clear with this? Please tell me. Yes. If yes, let's move ahead further. So what is the difference between these data types? These are not data types, these are classes. We'll talk about that, okay, later. But I can store int x is equal to 10. I can store integer x is equal to 10. Difference is int x is a data type, it doesn't have built-in methods. Integer x is equal to 100. Integer is a class, and that class has so many methods using which I can manipulate the data. Right? Manipulate means I want, okay, to convert that data to long, convert that data to float. I want to convert that data to something else. I can do it with the help of built-in methods present in those classes. Everybody clear? Yes. String is also a class because it starts with capital S, but we'll come to this later. We'll not discuss about that right now. Is this clear? We'll talk about that later. Fine. Make a note of it. Converting string to the required data type in Java. Heading is converting string to the required data type in Java. Be quick. Done. Okay, now see this here. When an invalid conversion is done, okay, from string to number, I have string x is equal to, I have some sequence of characters and I'm interested in converting this to int. This is where we are getting again a runtime exception. What are we getting here? A runtime exception. In order to handle this particular exception, we have a specific class present here, a specific class that we have here in your try catch block. I'll use a specific class called as number format exception. and we'll use your e dot print stack trace so that it will give me the exact line number where the exception has occurred. And further, let me print welcome. See this here? Everybody got it now? Because the exception is handled that has occurred at line 8, whatever exception occurred at line 8, from there, exception object goes to line 10. Exception is handled and further it prints what? Welcome. I hope this part is clear. Everybody got it? Please make a note of this quickly. Okay, write this down quickly. Done. Is it runtime or compile time? Runtime. Correct? It is runtime. Okay. Now let us continue further. Now we have seen a lot of examples on runtime. There are a few more examples. I'll take it. But let's start with compile time now. Okay, we'll see few examples on compile time exceptions as well. So compile time exceptions, in order to understand that compile time or checked exceptions, in order to understand that, firstly, you people will have to learn file handling in Java. Second, JDBC concept. Fine. So this is where we will see some compile time exceptions occurring. So I cannot directly start with compile time or checked exception. If you want to learn this, you should have knowledge of file handling and JDBC concept. Fine. Everybody clear with this? So we are going to begin with file handling, and in between, lot of compile time exception scenarios will occur, which I will keep teaching you along with file handling and JDBC concept here. Okay, is this clear, everyone? Okay, so file handling. We are going to firstly see here file class. Then after that, we are going to talk about file reader. File reader. Then you are going to learn file writer. Then we are going to discuss about buffered buffered reader. And then we are going to learn buffered writer. Then after, we are going to learn file input stream. File input stream. And then we are going to teach you file output stream. Fine. Is this clear? You can ask in the chat box if you have any doubts. Don't think, what if I have doubt? If you have doubt, ask doubt. If you don't have doubt, doubt will not come. In future also, doubts will not come if you are listening to me carefully. Whether it is a most complex concept, we will take it in a very spoon feeding manner. So doubt should not come. The only thing is, if you are not focused, the whole course is doubtful. Okay. So if you have doubts, directly drop a message in chat box relevant to this particular topic. I'll immediately address that particular doubt. Okay. File handling. Now I'm going to firstly start with a file class. Please write this down quickly in your notebook. Then we are going to begin with a file class. Hey, tomorrow class will be there. I'm not giving holiday. Shivratri is in the night. Daytime, what will you do? Correct? Tomorrow class will be as usual. Okay, there's no holiday. Be quick, be quick. Continue. Okay, so I'm going to firstly start with file class. Let's see what all methods are present in file class firstly, and what these methods can help us perform. Okay, utility methods are the built-in methods with some predefined logics. Okay, so file class has a lot of utility methods. Now these methods, already there is some logic written down in that. We will use these utility methods and we'll see how does that work. Simple agenda to learn file class. Is this clear? Firstly, I'm going to start with the file class f is equal to new file, and I'll give the path. I'll give here G drive colon. Whenever you give a path in Java, whenever you give the path, okay, you need to use a double slash. Sir, why not single slash? Observe. If you're using a single slash already has some special meaning. I'll remove ln, print 100. I will now take this and I will print here 200. Okay, क्लासेस सुनते जाओ, आगे बहुत मजा आने वाला है, बिकॉज पूरा सिलेबस बदल गया है. मेरे को भी मजा आएगा, क्योंकि वही पुरानी चीज पढ़ा पढ़ा के मैं भी बोर हो चुका हूँ. अच्छी बात है, सिलेबस बदलता है तो हम भी थोड़ा ज्यादा ऑक्यूपाइड हो जाते हैं, बहुत मजा आएगा. गॉट इट? फुल 80% सिलेबस चेंज्ड. ओके, मैचिंग टू नाउ करंट एआई मार्केट. ठीक है, तो ध्यान देना है, पुराना सिलेबस से अभी कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला है, तो ध्यान देना है. आई हैव ऑलरेडी बीन सेंडिंग लॉट ऑफ मैसेजेस दैट द टूल्स ट्रेनिंग दिस दैट एवरीथिंग, right? So all that is the new part of the syllabus. I'm adding that up here. I've removed ln. Now see that here. Click on run. If I don't write print ln, what's happening? It's printing everything in one line. Now if I want to print the content in new line, what you will do? You will type here ln. This is one way of doing it. Ln means what? New line. Correct? You will write ln like this. Another way of doing it, remove ln, and I can use here slash n. See, single slash here has a meaning now. Yes or no? And here I will use slash t. Now run and see. Slash n moves to new line. Slash t, it gives one tab space. Did you understand now, everyone? Since there is already a special meaning given for a single slash, that's where in Java, when you give a file path, do not use here single slash, because if I use a single slash, this will have a different meaning now. Or if I use slash n slash test.txt, now import the file from IO package. Remember that? From which packages are we taking the file class? From IO package. And now if I print f, you see that what is it printing? What is it printing? Is it printing things properly? Because slash n and slash t has a special meaning. So what is it doing? G colon slash n, new line, slash tab space. Then it is printing est.txt. This is the problem if you use a single slash while giving the file paths in Java, right? So if I now run this, observe here what's happening, right? Focus करना है भाई, कितना भी मुश्किल हो, राइट? घर से प्रेशर हो, जो भी हो, फोकस करना है. फोकस नहीं करोगे, खत्म काम. गॉट इट? डिमोटिवेशन में नहीं चले जाना है. क्या हो गया? हाँ, बहुत मायूस लग रहे हो, डिमोटिवेटेड, डिप्रेस्ड. क्या हो गया? गर्लफ्रेंड छोड़ के चली गई? हाँ, ध्यान देना है भाई. ऐसा नहीं होना है, ठीक है। मेरी कभी कभी तबियत बिगड़ जाती है। yesterday genuine thing I was not well. अभी भी मैं आई एम नॉट दैट वेरी मच ऑल राइट, राइट, बट आई एम ऑल राइट टू टेक द क्लासेस। तो कभी कभी डिले हो जाता है। और अगर घर से प्रेशर आ रहा है जॉब का, बिल्कुल इग्नोर करना है। समझे कि हाँ 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 बोलना, इग्नोर करना है। टेंशन लेने से अगर काम बन जाता है तो टेंशन ही लेते फिर दिन भर। इस और नो, घबराना नहीं है। ओके, बी फोकस्ड। ओके, थोड़ा भी डिमोटिवेट नहीं होना है। इज दिस क्लियर? सारा क्लास अच्छे से कवर करोगे, कॉल्स चालू होगा। सिलेबस सही तरीके से कवर्ड, कॉल सही तरीके से आ रहा, प्लेसमेंट पक्का होगा। आप क्लासेस नहीं करोगे ढंग से, फिर रीजंस देना चालू करोगे। सर, सर ने ये नहीं पढ़ाया, सर ने वो नहीं पढ़ाया, सर ने ये नहीं किया, सर ने वो नहीं किया। अब जब उसका मॉक इंटरव्यू लोगे, आपको हालत पता चलेगा कि ये बच्चे ने कुछ किया ही नहीं है। गॉट इट? इज दिस क्लियर? हम तो अपना एवरी वीक अलुमनाई मीट कंडक्ट कर रहे हैं, एवरीडे प्लेसमेंट्स हो रहा है, एवरीडे प्लेसमेंट रिकॉर्ड मैनेज हो रहा है। यस और नो? अब उसमें से 4-5 बच्चे ऐसे भी मिलेंगे जो कि पढ़ाई नहीं कर रहे बट जॉब चाहिए। कैसे होगा? यस और नो? तो पढ़ाई करने के बगैर अगर एमबीबीएस करोगे तो क्या होगा? ऑपरेशन वाज सक्सेसफुल बट द पेशेंट इज नो मोर। यस और नो? ये चीज हो जाएगा। तो पढ़ाई करना, यहाँ पे भी बच्चे ऐसे ही है, क्लासेस सक्सेसफुली ज्वाइन बट एट द एंड प्लेसमेंट वाज अनसक्सेसफुल। यस और नो? तो ये चीज आपको समझना है। मैं कॉल पक्का आएगा 80 से 100, ट्रेनिंग अच्छे तरीके से देंगे। अब वहां से कैसे क्रैक करना है आपके हाथ में। अब ये मत बोलो सर इंटरव्यू भी आप ही क्रैक करवा दो, इंटरव्यू भी आप ही दे दो, सब कुछ आप ही कर दो, तो सैलरी भी मैं ही ले लेता हूँ। राइट, ध्यान देना है। ओके, स्टे फोकस्ड, क्योंकि ये लंबा जाएगा कोर्स। हर एक दिन देर इज न्यू लर्निंग, देर इज न्यू कंटेंट, एंड इफ यू गेट डिविएटेड, वो फेज ऑफ लर्निंग स्पॉइल हो जाएगा। ओके, देन नया बैच में आके बैठोगे, फिर मुझे वो देखना नहीं है। एनीवे, सी दिस हियर। इफ आई यूज अ सिंगल स्लैश प्रॉब्लम, सो व्हाट आई यूज हियर नाउ? डबल स्लैश। डरना नहीं है भाई, जिंदगी बहुत लंबी है। 40 साल के लिए काम करना है, काम थोड़ी 3 साल के लिए करना है। यस और नो? अब जो हम पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं 40 साल तक हमें जीना है। यस और नो? मैक्स टू मैक्स 40 साल आईटी कंपनी में काम करो, फिर बूढ़े होगे, आप भी मर जाओगे, मैं भी मर जाऊंगा। वैसे भी सबको मरना ही है, तो डरना क्यों है? करेक्ट? यस और नो? बिल्डिंग बना लो, कुछ भी कर लो, गाड़ी कर लो, करो, आखिर में क्या होगा? एक फोटो फ्रेम बन के ऊपर एक हार चढ़ेगा, 2 अगरबत्ती सामने लगी रहेगी। डरते क्यों? अपने को जीना है, 60 साल जीना है, उतना ही। यस और नो? डरना नहीं है। किसी किसी का करियर लेट से चालू होगा, किसी किसी का जल्दी चालू हो जाएगा। घबरा के चीज करोगे तो गलतियां ज्यादा करोगे। घबराना नहीं है। ओके, इज दिस क्लियर? फोकस रखो। हाँ, घर से कुछ भी टेंशन आ जाए, भले जोमेटो करके घर पे पैसा भेज दो, टेंशन नहीं लेना है। करेक्ट? जोमेटो कर लो, स्विगी कर लो, जो करना है कर लो, नो प्रॉब्लम। टेंशन नहीं लेना बस। फिजिकल एफर्ट्स कैन बी मैनेज्ड, मेंटल स्ट्रेस पूरा सिस्टम ही बिगाड़ देगा। समझे क्या? ये नहीं होना चाहिए। ओके, एवरीवन, नाउ you are anyway smart, I will not give you these advices further. Okay, now see this here, g colon double slash, and why we are using double slash, is this clear? Online students, is this clear? Double slash, is this clear? Yes, everyone? Okay, now see one thing. When I make this f point to this path, it is not checking whether this path exists or not. See, in my computer, i have here I have here c drive and g drive, c drive and g drive. I don't have e drive. E drive is missing. If I now write here E, it will still print the path. So is it checking whether this path exists or not? It is not checking. When I write file f is equal to new file, and if I give the path of the file, it is blindly taking that path and storing it in f. It's not checking whether that file exists or not. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, everyone clear with this? Okay, now observe here. So how do I check whether the path exists or not? So that's where the first utility method I'm going to cover, called as exist. Press the control key on your keyboard and this will become a link now. You can open the built-in method and you can see. When I call this method, it returns a Boolean value. When I call this method, it returns a Boolean value. It is striked off, which means this method, this get security manager and security manager are now outdated methods, but that will work. Deprecated, I'll come to deprecated later, but for now this will work, because files concept was introduced when? In version 1 of Java, 1996 1997. 96, 97 concept we are studying in 2025. Even today, this is important. Got it? Because in your projects, you will deal with Excel file, you will deal with generating Excel file reports, generating CSV file reports, generating PDF file reports. So some basic understanding of files concept is required there. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. Now, let's continue further. If I use exist method, what is it returning? Boolean value. Just place the cursor here. Press Control 1. Automatically, it will create a variable with Boolean. And now, if I print here SYSO, okay, val. Now, let me change this to G drive. I will create one folder in G drive. Right click, go to new. I'll create a folder N. Now, in this folder, I will create one file. Okay, I'll create one file. What is the file name I'll give here? Right click, go to test, and just give the file name as T. Is this clear? Don't write t.txt. It will internally become text file. Just write t. Don't write t.txt, then file will be saved as t.txt.txt and it will not work. Okay. Now see this here. I will change this to t.txt. Is the file present in this path? Yes, sure. What will it return? True. But now I'll do one thing. I will write t1.txt. Do I have this file in the given path? No. So this will not check the file exists in the given path or not. If you want to check whether the file exists in the given path or not, if you want to check whether the file exists in the given path or not, we have to use exist method. So what is this exist method? I'm accessing with the object's address. F is a reference variable that holds this object's address. Yes or no? So see this here. What is the first method I'm going to talk about? Exist. So what is exist method doing? It is a non-static method present inside file class. Inside file class. Next one, right? It returns. It returns Boolean value. What is the next thing? If file exists in the given path, it will return true or else false. Is this clear, everyone? जब 8-10 लाख का पैकेज लगेगा ना, पिछला सारा भूल जाओगे, पर उसके लिए मेहनत डालना पड़ेगा. समझे? राइट? आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि कहां से शुरुआत हुई थी? अग्रीड और नॉट? यस. मेरी भी शुरुआत आप ही की जैसे हुई थी ना. यस और नो? मेरा तो 4 साल की जगह पे 5 साल लग गया था इंजीनियरिंग करने में. अटेंडेंस शॉर्टेज के कारण बाहर डाल दिया था मुझे. यस, बिकॉज ऑफ अटेंडेंस शॉर्टेज दे थ्रू मी आउट ऑफ द कॉलेज. 5 साल लग गया. कैंपस प्लेसमेंट सोच रहे थे ना, प्लेसमेंट मिला, कुछ मिला कॉलेज से. फिर आईटी में जॉब लिया. फिर जॉब लेने के बाद जॉब पसंद नहीं आया कि आईटी कंपनी में काम क्यों कर रहा हूं. करेक्ट? तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आगे का प्रॉब्लम ऑटोमेटिकली सॉल्व होते जाएगा जब नॉलेज बढ़ते जाएगा. ओके, इज दिस क्लियर? हाँ, कॉन्फिडेंट रहना है गाइस. राइट ऑन प्लीज, मेक अ नोट ऑफ इट. और किसी को अगर पीजी का एक्सपेंसेस वगैरह पड़ रहा है ज्यादा, कोई बात नहीं, ऑनलाइन करो. ठीक है, स्विगी जोमेटो करो. यस और नो? प्रॉब्लम क्या है? जब यूएस में जाके हम वो काम कर सकते तो इंडिया में क्यों नहीं कर सकते? करेक्ट? कितने सारे मेरे बच्चे स्विगी जोमेटो करके क्लासेस करके जॉब लिया हुआ है. कोई बुराई नहीं उसमें. डन. फास्ट फास्ट फास्ट. 2:30 lunch over. Lunch over in PG 2:30. One more example, I will wind up. Finish your lunch. Is this clear? From tomorrow again back to 12:30. Is this clear? Yeah? Okay, continue. Now observe. The next thing. Let's Write this down. Example. Make a note of it. Okay, make a note of it. Everyone, clear? Okay, now observe. Now the next method I'm going to use to delete this file. Fine. I have this file here. Can you see that? Is a file present? Yes. Now in order to delete a file, I have here one more utility method, delete. Press Control 1. Automatically variable is created. Assigned to new local statement. What is its return type? Boolean. Right? Now I'll name this variable as x1 for easy. Right. Now let's look at here. Now this delete method will go to the file. After going to the file, what it will do now? It will delete the file. After the file is deleted, does the file exist? Does the file exist? Can you tell me? I'll again check x3. First it will print what? True. Delete. Then it will print what? See this here. See. First it printed true. File deleted. True. File deleted true. Now it is what? False. This time you run. Everything is false. File exists, false. Deleting file. File is only not there. How do I delete? Correct? This is also false. Did you understand now? Everyone got this utility method delete? Utility method delete clear? What is this delete method? Non-static method present in file class. It returns Boolean value. Okay? What it does? It will delete file in the given path and it will return true or else false. Is this point clear? Everyone got this now? Yes? Write down. Done, guys? Observe now. Go here. See this. Write this program. Clear? Everyone clear with this? Okay. Right. So now we'll stop here today's class. Tomorrow I will continue from here further, guys, and we will discuss, okay, about files concept in detail.